Hello everyone.
Hello guys, welcome to Pitching in Line. And finally, IPL 14 second leg has started, and the opening has been El Clasico of the history of the IPL, that is Chennai Super Kings versus Mumbai Indians. And Mumbai Indians were on top in the starting, but somehow CSK, with the help of Ruturaj Gaikwad and MS Dhoni's steward captaincy, they have won the match. So, how do you see this match, and what do you make out of it?
I think the pitch was fresh in Dubai. The pitch was fresh. It had grass on it. So I personally felt that when whosoever wins the toss might look to a field first, because you don't know how the pitch is going to behave. This is the first match of the season. First match of the season, as in UAE. So
Yes.
you gotta analyze what's happening in the pitch. So I thought CSK missed the trick by not opting to bowl, and I think it started in that fashion only when Mumbai Indians used the pitch really well, and they brought in Adam Mill, a proper
Yes.
tear away fast bowler, and which is apt for this kind of wickets. So I think they were jolted really early. From there, it was a matter of fact when wickets fell and CSK collapsed. But Ruturaj Gaikwad had other ideas. He thought, I mean, I have seen him play for last 1 year, last 1 year in IPL. But I thought this innings of his is the best innings which I have seen of Ruturaj Gaikwad, and he looked more composed and more calm. Does it anything to do with that Indian team's dressing room influence in Sri Lanka? Do you feel that?
Yeah, could be. I mean, confidence will definitely be sky high when you're representing your Indian team, and when you have coaches like Rahul Dravid, everybody guiding you. I think it's a different level.
Yeah.
But the way he played was superb. The way he paced his innings. We never seen him like really panicky because wickets were falling a lot. They were almost like 30 for 5 or 30 for 6 with Raidu retired out.
Yeah.
Right, so that was a very crucial partnership between Ruturaj Gaikwad and Jadeja. Though Jadeja was scoring less than 100 strike rate, even Ruturaj Gaikwad in starting was less than 100. But once they stabilized that innings, I think the way they accelerated in the last 4 overs was definitely a treat to watch. And I think it's a very good omen for CSK seeing Gaikwad in form. But also it's important to see how the senior pros are. How like in what form they are in. And one more question I wanted to ask you is, are you fine with CSK's batting lineup? Do you think Suresh Raina has batted really down the order? He came 3 down.
Yes, because see, of course, people like Dhoni and Raina and Raidu also, they don't have much match practice behind them. So, when these kind of players appear in the same 11, so they have to bat above the order. So they have to. The best batsman has to face a lot. But Moeen Ali came in at 3. It was good. But Raina, I thought he was looking little in a hurry because he hit a boundary just a couple of balls before he got out. So he was looking bit, looking in urgent. But he was hitting the ball well. It's not like he was not hitting the ball well. He could have waited and played more maturely because he's a senior pro. People expect him to carry the innings. But I thought, yeah.
Yes, and usually Raina for CSK plays that anchor role.
Yes.
He plays those big innings, long innings. But what in this match, what do you think was the turning point?
I thought that's what see, we talk about Ruturaj Gaikwad's innings, but I also felt that Pollard was as a captain didn't attack much. If you compare it with the Mumbai Indians innings when they were batting, Dhoni stressed on bringing in his fast bowlers. When you saw Josh Hazelwood coming in and bowling at that 12th over, the Dhoni knew that he needed the wicket of Kieron Pollard, because if you get Kieron Pollard out there, it's a final nail in the coffin, and the Mumbai Indians, the innings will just falter around from there because there is no batting left after that. So you got to hunt for wickets. But Pollard didn't do that, unfortunately. When they had CSK on the mat, when they had jolted them by dismissing Duplessis early, Moin early, and they injured even Raidu was injured. They had to attack CSK, but he bought in Rahul Chahar, he bought in Krunal Pandya. I don't know what was the thinking behind that. I thought that was the phase where CSK just swiftly moved things around and they just took the
Yes,
score
yes.
to competitive total.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was the turning point because you actually had Bumrah's 3 overs left.
Correct.
Bumrah only has bowled 1 over and the ball was jagging. If you
Yes.
see it, he was swinging the ball well. He was doing it really well.
Yeah.
And mind you, it was Jadeja and Ruturaj Gaikwad. Both of them were actually struggling.
That's
Like
right.
Jadeja was still under 100 strike rate. Gaikwad was also under 100 strike rate. So if you would have bought Bumrah, and I think they would have killed the match there itself. 1-2 wickets. I think that was done of CSK's batting lineup. And coming to Mumbai's batting, and what do you make of the approach? Do you think they were slightly in a hurry to chase the total, or was it because of injury to Hardik Pandya and Rohit Sharma, which also affected their balance? Usually, Mumbai bats much deeper if you have Hardik Pandya in the playing 11. Do you think that is where it got affected?
Yes, balance was a big hit because see, when you don't have Rohit Sharma kind of batsman at the top of the order, it's always a difficult job. And after that, they lost wickets in a hurry because if you see Quinton de Kock, it's a way how he plays. You can't blame much because it's how he plays. He wants to attack the opposition. He wants to take control of the things. Once he got out, I thought there was some kind of calm head required in the middle order, especially that you don't have Hardik Pandya's services in the particular match. I thought Ishan Kishan was in a bit of a hurry because there wasn't any requirement of him, going after the bowling. They were not chasing any, 10 runs and over kind of thing. It was just, you had to just bat overs. It's not like even that they had to get that big net run rate boost. So if they had they batted sensibly, I thought they would have, even if they took it to some 17th, 18th over with wickets in hand, they could have won the match. But I thought the approach was a bit hazy, and I think CSK's bowlers were too good. Deepak Chahar at the top is always reliable in these kind of conditions where ball does a lot. And Dwayne Bravo, of course, he is a champion. He is carrying his form from the CPL. So I thought even though Mumbai Indians required some kind of sensible batting, but CSK were too good on the day.
Yes, I think one thing I was very interested in watching yesterday was the approach of Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan.
Yeah.
Because I got selected into the Indian team and we have a World Cup in a month. So I think I think they have to try to capitalize this kind of innings and try to learn from it, because I think these are the scenarios which they are going to get in the World Cup as well. I think even in World Cup, I'm expecting the scores to be around 150, 160, or in 140 to 170 range. So I think they have to concentrate on that. So, and anything else you want to close?
So I thought there was a concern about Ambati Raido's injury, but I think Stephen Fleming cleared that there wasn't much of a damage as far as his injury is concerned. So even Dhoni told that he might be available for the next match. So I thought they will just hope that it's not a long-term injury. Raidu plays the next match, and even Sam Curran is expected to play the next match because he will be out of the isolation by then. It will be interesting to see that who he replaces in the 11.
Yes. So that's it, guys. That's it from us, and we'll meet you guys in next video. Tata, bye bye. See you.